Hi, welcome back. My name is Narisara, and welcome to another episode of Stretch and Relax. For this, you'll need a yoga mat and no other props, so come back to your mat and let's get started. So just find a seat on the floor for a moment. Just going to sit cross-legged for a second. And just start to let the eyes relax. And let's take 3 deep breaths here. Take a full breath in. Exhale out 1. Full breath in. Exhale out 2. And full breath in. Exhale out 3. Go ahead and open the eyes. And let's stretch the right leg out to the side. And keep that left knee bent in here. Go ahead and point your foot, flex your foot, roll the ankle around. Let's take a moment to examine that. Sit nice and tall and take a breath in. Exhale, take a twist over towards the leg. Inhale, center, pet the cat. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, center, reach the left arm up and side bend over and stay here for a breath. Inhale up, exhale, release down. Place your hand onto the floor and sweep the arm in front of the face. Rise up onto the shin and lift your hips all the way up. And exhale, release down. Fold that leg back in and extend the other leg out to the side. And now this inner thigh. You can point the foot, flex the foot, roll the ankle around. And sit nice and tall, breathe in and take a little twist over towards the left. Inhale, center, and twist the other way. Inhale, center, and reach the right arm up. Side bend over and breathe here. Inhale up, exhale, release down. Place the hand on the floor, sweep the arm in front of the face, rise up under the shin, lift your hips all the way up, and release down. As you come back to center one more time, extend the leg out to the side. I know, it's a lot going on. And you can either keep the leg externally rotated like this. If you have the range of motion, some of you might not, you could hold onto the ankle, internally rotate, and come into like a hurdler stretch like this. If this isn't gonna work, do the other one, right? And then take a moment here with a nice flex foot. Breathe in, exhale, take a little twist over. Inhale, center, twist the other way. Inhale, center. Let's start with the side bend. So reaching the left arm up, side bend over, and stay here and breathe. Now inhale up, exhale, release down. And take your shoulders and turn them toward the leg, even turn the hips this way. You could even have the knee underneath. So it's either this variation or this variation. Breathe here, exhale and fold, and stay here and breathe. Exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale to release up. And then bring the knee up, take the foot over, plant the palm down, inhale, left arm up, exhale, take a little twist over toward the front leg. And then unwind out of this. Then just come back through butterfly pose. And first start with the leg extended out to the side, right? So you can either have like externally rotated like this, or you can internally rotate, hold onto the ankle, and come back this way. Whew. And if you have a blanket underneath, that's fine. If you can do the butterfly. So breathe in and exhale, take a twist toward the leg. Inhale, center, twist the other way. Inhale, center, reach the arm up, side bend over. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, release down. You're going to turn your shoulders and your hips toward the leg. So just take your time. If you're doing this variation here, or you can work this in the external rotation, right? So lifted, inhale up, exhale, fold forward. And just breathe here. Exhale here. And one more breath. And then inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, lower down. And we'll just come through butterfly pose. And let the legs come in front of you. And booty. And let the knees drop over to the right and left. And I see that I have another teacher here today, right? So this is Bodhi the cat. All right, so this little twisting action might be nice for the spine. And let's do one reverse tabletop. So press down the feet, inhale, lift the hips all the way up. Exhale, release down. And let's stretch out the neck for just a moment. So just come to sit for a second. And then take your head and just tilt it over towards the right. So you're getting a little neck stretch here. And then reach that right arm up and give yourself a little bit of weight. Right? So it's just adding a little pressure here. And if it makes a difference, you could turn your face downward. That might release. Or you might be neutral, or you might have your face turned up. And then that bottom arm, maybe it's your left arm, maybe it just kind of dangles by your side. Or if you activate it and bring it up, or down, forward, or back a little bit, that might release some things in the neck area. And exhale all the way out. Release your hands and just roll your head over to the left, roll your head over to the right. And as you come back to center, take your right hand across and just give yourself a little massage to that area that you just opened up. Let your hands relax. Now tilt your head, bring the left ear to the left shoulder, keeping your face pointing forward. And then bring the arm up and over and release your neck a bit. And it makes a difference to have the face turned upward or downward. That might be useful. And then maybe that bottom arm can just drop. Or if you activate it, lifting it up, forward, or back behind. And go ahead and release your arms and just roll the head down, upright. And roll your shoulders up, back, and down a few times. And then up and forward a few times. And then let's play a little bit with opening up the hamstrings. So come back onto your hands and knees. And as you're on your hands and knees, just stretch your right leg back and pulse a little bit. And put the right knee down and stretch the left leg back and pulse a bit. Bring that down. And then slip the right knee forward and the left knee behind. Widen your feet left and right. So you're in a cross-kneed, cross-legged situation, right? You see that here? Yeah. Okay. And then when you're in this cross-legged situation is on hands and knees, do a little cat and cow. So inhale and exhale. And you're just creating some waves to the spine. And I don't go as far as I do when the legs are just parallel, but that might create a little bit of length in the side body and opening. And then let's go ahead and switch the legs. Bring the left knee over and widen the feet. Yeah, and then just do a little cat and cow like this. Right? So inhaling and exhaling. So you're tucking the tailbone under and tilting the tailbone back. And then as you come back to center, unwind your legs. As you come onto hands and knees, walk your arms forward and let your head release down in melting heart pose on Hatasana. So like down dog on your knees, just allowing there to be length in the spine, less weight onto the wrists, a little more weight into the legs. the energy just drawing back, pulling back. Take a full breath in and exhale. And then let's stretch into a downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back. And if you'd like to bend both knees and straighten, and then rise up onto the tops, the tippy toes and lower down. And one more time, bend both knees, let bow and straighten, and rise up onto the tippy toes, and down again. As you breathe here, and take a full exhale, you'll drop back down onto the hands and knees again. And then into child's pose. And let's stay in child's pose for a moment. So lift your body up for a second and walk the arms and the body over towards the right. So in this variation, you can let your head release down. And then just take a moment with this. We're going to keep the body in a side bend. Just flip your right palm up to the ceiling. Bend your left elbow. Bring the right ear into the bicep and spin and twist. So you're just breathing with that. And then unwind out of this and do it to the other side. So you're going to flip the left palm up, flip the ear into the bicep, tricep, stamp the palm down, and then spin the other way. So it's a twist on top of the side bend. And then go ahead and release this. And then walk everything back to center. Walk everything over to the other side. Right? And then start with the outer arm first. So you're going to spin your left palm up, plant the hand down, and then spin open, keeping your thumb toward your heel. And then flip that down and switch so that the long arm, that right arm is extended. Flip the palm up, let the ear roll into the arm. Stamp the palm down and spin. And then open. And then make your way up onto your hands and knees. When you're on your hands and knees, let's play with putting up the hamstrings and the shoulders up a little bit more. So stretch your right leg back. Pulse a little bit. And then just a little core engagement as you firm into the hands, into your back right toe. As you lift the left knee up, and breathe here, and then softly place the knee back down. Take the right leg over to the left side, and even turn your head, and maybe you can see your back foot here. As you come back to center, ground the right heel down, shift the weight to the left hand, reach the right arm all the way up, and over by the ear. And if you like, you can test your balance by lifting up the back leg. And put the hand down, put the foot down, put the right leg and the left leg back into downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and exhale out. And softly drop back onto the hands and knees. And stretch the left leg back. And just pulse, opening up the calves, the bottoms of the feet, the toes. Especially if things are getting a little tighter. Yes. And then we'll just work the core just a little bit. Press into your hands, press into that back ball feet, and just lift the right knee up. Yeah, just a lightness here. Breathe here, and then exhale softly, bringing it back down. Bring the left foot over to the right side, and side stretch here. And as you make your way back to center, ground the left heel down, shift the weight into the hand, right hand, chin, and lift the left arm. Maybe up and over by your ear. If you'd like, you can lift the leg. Here, and put the foot down, hand down. We'll meet back in a downward facing dog. And then rise up onto the tippy toes, all the way in the balls of the feet, and release down. And then bend your knees And then push the floor away, get the bum back toward the heels. And one more time, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Let the heels release down. And just bend the knees. Let the tailbone send up towards the ceiling. And then walk your hands backwards to your feet. So you're just at the back of your mat. You're just going to fold over the legs, dropping the head all the way down. And as you roll up to stand, roll your shoulders up, back, and down a couple times. And then reach your arms all the way up. Big stretch here. And exhale, fold right back down. And inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, release down, and then walk your arms forward. And let's play with some hip releases. Right? So softly drop onto your hands and knees. And now slip your right knee forward, left knee behind. And this time sit your bum back. Right? So just take a moment with this. And if this isn't going to work for you, you can either sit up onto the blanket or extend the bottom leg forward. Right? So try to let the knees stack and not flip by the hips. So either this variation or the cross-legged variation here. And then give yourself a hug. So maybe the arm on top or half of eagle. Lift the elbows, fingers away from the face. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. And stay here. Breathe. Exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. And inhale, exhale, 3. As you reach up for your arms, flex your feet and open your knees a bit into square pose. So, some of you might have the shin stacked. Some of you might return to this variation where the foot, the ankle is on top of the thigh. Right? Or you can take the full posture here. Make sure your knees aren't too wide. The knees are actually closer together. Right? And then let's just take the hands, bring them back around. You can either just open the chest this way, or you can interlace the fingers and lift the heart. And if it feels better to stay upright, nice for the back and the shoulders, then please do. Or you can fold forward, move the legs, and breathe here. 2 more breaths. As you lift up, let the right leg, the right shin be in front. Lean over towards the right and let the bottom leg, the one underneath, come back behind, right into pigeon pose, right into this wonderful shape. And again, if you need something underneath your hips, let that happen. Breathe in, exhale, and fold. Maybe you just come to forearms, maybe something underneath your head, your chin, your eyes. Or you can let yourself release down, and we'll take a few breaths here. And then inhale to lift up. And then just stretch back out into a downward facing dog. And when you're up and back, you can open the hip, bend the knee, down, and then come back and onto hands and knees. And then slip the left knee forward, right knee behind, widen your feet left and right. Sit your bum back between the feet, either this way here, or stretch the bottom leg over like this, right? So just like that here. And then you give yourself a hug, and make sure the other arm is on top. Arm, or half or full. Breathe in, exhale, fold and forward. And we'll stay here and breathe. And letting the jaw and the eyes relax. Giving your hips time to open. And then as you inhale to lift up, release your hands. You can roll the shoulders, the head, neck around. Flex your feet, widen the knees a bit left and right. You can either just have it in front like this. You can have the one-legged variation like this, or you can do the full ankle to knee. Remember, you're working from the hip joint. Try not to force the knee. And if you want your hands back around onto the floor, just to lift, let your face and eyes relax, or interlace the fingers, breathe in, exhale, folding forward, and breathe here. Let all the stress and tension dissolve away. 2 more breaths, just opening and releasing. As you inhale to lift up, the front leg, the left leg stays in front. Lean over and extend the back leg, the bottom leg underneath. And just take a moment to set your hips up. And maybe you stay upright, lifted and tall, or you can start to make your way down, either onto forearms, onto the head, or let your eyes completely relax. A few more breaths here. And then on an inhale to lift up, just work this out in a down dog. So move the legs back and up. You can shake things out. You can wiggle side to side. And softly drop onto your hands and knees. And then back into child's pose again. And then as you make your way upright, you just open up the bottoms of the feet one more time. So just tuck the toes under, press the bum back, or just sit in this sort of a warrior pose here where you're just opening up the bottoms of the feet. And take another 3 breaths here. And then make your way back onto hands and knees. You can tap things out or stretch one leg back at a time. And then just sit for a moment where we're just going to release the wrists a little bit by rolling them around in both directions. Let the hands rest, and we'll take 3 breaths here. You can let your eyes close. Take a long breath in. Exhale out 1. Breathe in. Exhale out 2. Breathe in. Exhale out 3. And then let there be calm and ease. And today, you're welcome to just lie flat onto the floor. If you can just lie with your legs up onto a chair. If you have a wall nearby, you could even spin the legs up, this is really great, especially if you've been running around a lot, training for the marathon, spinning. And let's spend a minute with the legs up somehow. If you really like this pose, you can stay here for a while. And I just happen to have my arms up and back by my ears. You can also have your arms out to the side or down. And just allowing the legs to rest, allowing the ankles to rest, allowing the whole back of the body just to rest on the floor, on the wall. Now, you're welcome to stay with your legs up if you like this, if this is useful for you today. More traditionally, we'll lie just for another minute, just lying flat onto the back. And just allowing the body to completely relax. And just begin by softening your energy. Letting all the tension, all the stress go. Feel your mouth, jaw, tongue relax. Allow the feet, the ankles, the legs to release. Release any tension in the abdominals and the hips. Let the chest release. Let your fingers, your hands relax, your arms release, your shoulders relax. All the muscles of your face can relax. Release any stress from the forehead or the skull, and let your eyes rest. And for the next minute or so, we're just going to rest here and breathe. And you're welcome to rest here as long as you need. Or leaving behind any stress, leaving behind any strain. You can start to deepen your breathing. Move your hands and feet, bend the knees. Roll over onto your side. Make your way upright. Let your body get adjusted to being upright again. And thank you very much. And be sure to take some time out every day, every week, just to breathe and de-stress. It's more important than ever. And come back and see us again. Thank you.